Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Helmets of the World. Finally, after a long time of not making any of these videos, I'm Mike B, and today we're going to be taking a look at a super hard to find, very expensive, and awesome helmet, especially in the US, they're hard to find. We're going to be looking at the Russian SSh-68N, or November, not M, and I'll explain the difference between this and the Model M in a little bit. But yeah, I got this thing from Devin K a while back. He's a fellow helmet collector. If you haven't checked out his channel, do this search function and go check out his stuff. Anyway, I've known about these for a long time, and I thought they were really cool. But these things are so expensive and hard to find in the U.S. And he got lucky and got a pretty good deal on a couple, so I ended up getting this out of that deal. Now, what this is it's an SSH-68. I can do this. It's an SSH-68 shell, so it's steel on the outside, and on the inside you've got aramid, a Kevlar kind of material, composite material, as a liner in here. Now we'll get to the liner in a second. As you can see, this thing is it is an SSH-68, and the rivets have been changed out. Here, let me get the camera up here so you can see these up close. You can see that they've kind of got screws in there instead of just rivets, which is pretty interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't just make modern Kevlar helmets like the 6B26 or something like that. But I think they were just trying to use up SSH-68 stocks because they made a metric shitload of them during the Cold War in the event of World War III happening. And yeah, that's probably why they do that. So what's interesting is these came out in the early to mid 2000s, and I mean by this time you've got a bunch of Kevlar helmets that are being used by different countries. So again, I find it very odd that they'd spend the time, money, and resources to convert old SSH-68 shells into this modern helmet. Now, if you know what an SSH-68 M is, it looks similar to this, except it's got an actual 68 liner in it. And the composite material isn't as thick. This is pretty thick. So this has an updated liner in it, right? And another difference is the Model M is used by Russian forces in general, and these are only used, the Model N is only used by the Russian interior troops. So like the kind of the more elite home guard, but not really home guard, but the more badass guys. Now, that being said, you have to be badass to wear this piece of crap on your head because it weighs almost 5 pounds. It weighs over 4 pounds. I don't know if it's closer to 4 or 5. It's been a while since I weighed it. But yeah, there's a reason it doesn't sit on the head very well. So I'll just kind of drop the camera down and, oops, sorry about that noise. Drop the camera down and just have it sitting on here because it is so heavy that it was pulling the head back. I had to lean it up against the wall. So yeah, I mean, this thing has got some pretty cool... I mean, here's the thing is, honestly, you don't see a lot of these hybrid helmets like Devin was saying on his video. This one's not going to be as long. His is more detailed. He knows more of the technical specs. I'm just kind of going over the brief history and kind of showing you if you don't know what these are. Here's the marking in here. You can see that. So this is, I believe, a size 1, which is correlating to the shell size of the 68, because a size 1 without any composite material fits me. And this is actually fairly small. This would fit about a size 55 through 58, or 57 rather. Even though the liner is adjustable, it's adjusted all the way out, and it's fairly tight on me. But it is what it is. It's a sweet thing. This thing was, yeah, I'm just looking at the tag, kind of admiring it. It's a really cool piece to add to my collection. They're, again, very, very hard to get here in the United States. And really everywhere, because there weren't a lot of them made. I believe they're still being used, as far as I know, in 2019. These were rated to stop a 9x18 Makarov and some other rounds, and then spherical mass flying at 400 meters per second or something like that. I don't know. Basically fragments and stuff like that. That's what they were designed to stop. If these weren't so damn hard to find and expensive, I would love to take one of these out and do a ballistic test on it. But these things are anywhere between $500 and $700 in the United States if you can find them, because shipping is so expensive and whatever. I have seen them go for cheaper, but that's a pretty rare occurrence, and they get swooped up, and it's kind of like, somebody was just looking at the right auction at the right time, and other people weren't. So anyway, It's a sweet helmet. I really like this. If you're a helmet collector and you've got the Dosh, I would suggest getting one of these because I don't know if they stopped making these or if they're still making these currently. Devin probably knows that. But as far as I know, there's a finite amount of these because they're, I mean, even though even if they are still producing these, it's not in anywhere near the numbers of like the 6B26 and all that stuff or whatever they're currently using. So anyway, yeah, this is a really sweet helmet. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to kind of keep it nice and short, just kind of show you what we got here and just give you the brief rundown as I do on my Helmets of the World video. So this has been in use with the Russian Federation from the early 2000s to currently for the interior troops, which is pretty interesting. You can Google some Russian interior troops wearing these and you can see, I mean, these things are really uncomfortable and they're super heavy. All right, anyway, I'll wrap this video up, guys, and I really appreciate you watching as always. As you can see in the description, this channel is funded by viewers, so anything that you can do to support the channel is really appreciated. Specifically, I really like Patreon. It's simple to use. I can interact with people on there and post exclusive content. It's actually got a lot more perks than any other way. There's also some direct links in the description if you want to go that way. But Patreon really helps and you actually get some benefits out of it. So if you consider becoming a supporter on there, that'd be great. If not, that's totally fine. I just appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have one of these or if you want to get one of these or just what you think about it. It's a pretty unique helmet. You don't see a lot of hybrid steel and composite helmets around, and this is one of the only styles in existence. This isn't like the only helmet in existence, but it's one of the only styles in existence that's like that. So again, consider supporting the channel. I really do appreciate you just watching though anyway. Again, if you got any questions, I'll try to answer them. If I can't find the answer, Devin will probably chime in. He lurks among my channel, so he'll see your comment, and if I can't answer it, he can definitely help you out with that. So again, check out his channel. Make sure you subscribe to mine, even though it's pretty stupid saying that nowadays, because if you want to subscribe, you will, but I'm just in case you forgot. I make videos like this constantly. I love helmets, so I love this series. Glad to have it back up and running. All right, I will stop ranting. Thank you for watching so much, and we'll see you on the next episode of Helmets of the World.